So in this lesson, we are going to learn about the simple sugar flowers. I wanted to include, we are going to have a berry and a bud, and then one filler flower, and then one wired sugar flower, which will be cosmos. So I'm just going to start with berry. So this is the one, but this is not dusted. I'm going to dust it at the end and show. So the output that I'm going to look at is going to be something like this, for which I'm going to start with red gum paste and a 24 gauge wire. I'm just going to cut the wire into 3. So I'm using 1/3 of the wire. I'm just going to bend the tip and make a hook here. Okay, so I have the hook here, and just going to dip this into water, keeping it ready. Now this gum paste, I'm just going to roll it and make it into a ball. Okay, and use this wire, dip it into water and insert it from one end. Okay, and there'll be hole here that's formed, the gap. Just pinch that and then seal it well, and use these fingers to gently roll it. So you have the bottom where you inserted the wire, you want it to be completely sealed, otherwise the wire is going to pull itself out. And the hook that we made is also going to hold this berry with the wire, and it is not going to come out. Now the top, shape it back into a ball round again. Then I'm going to use this tool from the set of modeling tools. I'm just going to poke this through here and then remove. You have the center of the berry formed. Okay, now this needs to be dried out until it is completely firm. Okay, and until then you can just poke this on the floral foam or a sponge, a brick sponge, and then allow it to completely dry. You will be needing quite a few, say 5 6 to about 10 15, depending on where you're going to use and how many you need. Okay, I'm just going to put this one aside, and I'm going to dust this one. I'm going to use red petal dust. Okay. So I'm just going to pick up the dust, a bit of it, just dab it here, and I'm going to go in the center, just only on the top. So when you are dusting the berries, it's always good to have berries that are lighter on the sides. So you dust on the top and then you dust here at the bottom. To dust off excess, leaving the center lighter. So you want your berries to be darker shade at the bottom and then the same darker shade here on the top, and then have the side, so it makes it look quite realistic that way. So you dust all of them, make as many you want, and then dust all of them, and there we go, we have the berries. So now we are going to make a simple bud I have here. So for this I'm just going to use light pink, like a pastel pink gum paste. Now I have a 24G wire. Now I'm going to bend and then make the hook, and I'm going to dip that in water. I'm going to set that aside. So now you make a ball of the gum paste, make a teardrop. Okay, so once you have the teardrop, get this hook in the wire that we made and dip it into the water and insert this hook at the base. Now once you insert, you have the opening getting bigger. Now pinch here and seal it well, and gently twist so you have the excess coming down through the wire. And now this is going to keep the bud with the wire, and it's not going to pop itself out. So once you have the shape of the teardrop, I'm just going to use a simple knife tool. I'm just going to make a marking from the tip all the way till the bottom. I'm just going to make 3 such. So I'm going to find the middle of these two. So once you've made those lines, again make sure the wire is in. I'm just twisting the base to make sure it's properly sealed, and then the top, I'm just going to gently turn it towards one side. You could do that or avoid that, because buds can be straight as well like that, and you can also have more such lines created. You can do 5, because that is the calyx that will open out once the flower blooms. Okay, so once you have the shape, basic shape done, then you just poke it on the brick and then allow it to dry completely, harden up, and then we'll just get to dust it. So I'm just going to get the palette. I have some pink dust. I'm just going to use this bud. Like the berries, the buds also has a darker tint here at the edge, and then on the base. So leave the middle portion lighter. Okay, so the middle remains lighter, and then the tip is dusted, and then the bottom is also dusted. So we have the bud made. You make as many, like 5 to about 8 depending on the cake that you will make. So you've done with a bud now. So now we are going to make filler flower. This one comes from all the petals come from one ball of gum paste, and this is called parijat or night jasmine, and that adds like a lot of value when you make like quite a few, make a bunch and then add it as a filler flower in your cake. Okay, so for this I'm just going to use so for this flower I'm going to use white gum paste. First make a ball and then a teardrop. Okay, and we just hold this base and have it rounded, and then I'm going to use this tool. Okay, so not this one, the plain one, and just let it in. Okay, and then press it well, quite well, making the edges here around thinner. Okay, so once you've done that, this is what we are going to have. And now I'm just going to cut the petals out. So I'm just going to have 6 to about 7. I'm just going to go in. So we have about 7 petals. Okay, and then I'm going to use the Dresden tool. So I'm going to hold each of the petal that I'm going to work and keep the index finger as a support behind that petal. Okay, and then use the Dresden tool and then press it against my finger. Okay, and then just pull it out, elongate it, and then pull it out. Okay, so once you're done with one petal, gently remove it with the help of the Dresden tool itself, and then move on to the next one. Repeat the step, pull it out. The edge is just going to become thin, and even if it gets a little distorted, it's fine, because we just want to make it look natural. Okay, so you can see the size, how much it's been expanded, pulled out. So this was the actual size, and then you're just pulling it out as much. So that will actually make the petal thinner and longer as well. So you need the help of that index finger there, so that will support as you're working. So once you're done with all the petals, so just bend the petals, a few of them, bend them a bit backwards. Then I'm going to lift it from the back. I'm just going to push this from the back here. So we've bent the tip, but then we want the petals to be cupped like that. Okay, and using the Dresden tool, the pointy side, I'm just going to open up the hole in the center like that. Okay, now narrowing down the base. Don't want so much. Now when they are all by themselves, like if they are going to lie on the cake, like maybe there is a temple theme and then you want to just drop them on the cake, you don't need to wire them. But this one I have wired just in case you just don't want to add the yellow, the orange center, then you can just call it like a filler flower. And when you bunch a few and you want to keep it on the cake together with the rest of your flowers, then you want it wired. But then if you're actually going to use the Parijat as it is, then you don't want it to be wired. You just want this tiny little stem as an attachment to the flower. Just make it pointy here also. Okay, and that also will be dusted orange, and we'll be dusting the inside also with orange. Okay, now in case you have to wire it, I'm just going to show how. Take a 26G wire, use 1/3. Okay, make a hook. Okay, and I'm going to dip the hook in water. Now I'm just going to pass it through here in the middle. Now pass it through and then get it through the base. Now pull this gently by holding the back here and let the hook come in, and the moment you stop seeing the hook, stop pulling it down and gently twist it around here. Excess would be cut like how much you want, you can just make it stay, and the rest of the gum paste you can just remove it off. Okay, and now we have the flower. I'm just going to dust it. You want to allow them to dry a bit. I'm going to use orange. Dab of excess. Just dusting out. There is a little tinge of yellow also together with the orange. Just going to dab a little bit of yellow to just go around in here. Okay, so you allow them to completely dry before you place them on your cake. So you let them dry completely and you can make as many as you want to put it on your cake. And so there we have our Parijat, the night jasmine filler flowers made. So now we are going to make a wired and a veined petal, and then we are just going to tape it. So this is like the sugar flowers, introduction of sugar flowers. I'm going to make cosmos. So now I'm going to make the center. I'm just going to do it in black. I'm just going to keep the vein on the cutter aside. So I'm just going to choose one of this which will look like that is that intricate center. So I'm going to add it in. I'm going to dust in a little bit of corn flour inside this. Okay. I'm just going to drop this black ball of gum paste. I'm just going to press it down. Okay. Into that I'm going to insert a bit thicker wire, because that will be the center and it is going to take the weight of the petals. So I'm just going to cut 1/3 of a 20G wire. Okay, and I'm going to make a hook. Okay, and we're going to dip it into the water, drip off excess, and then here I'm just going to put it in. Okay, and here on top I just need excess. Okay, either you can just put it through in from there, the top. So unlike the molds, the silicone molds, fondant molds that we will be using, this will be part of a flower, right? So we want the wire to hold that center. So a little excess here wouldn't harm much, but let's just cut off excess. Just pressing it in well and then attaching the wire properly. Okay, and then I'm just going to take this out. Now it's the corn flour. If dusted, it is just going to go. But then we need to allow this to dry off completely. Only then the texture on the outside is just going to show. Now this excess we could just leave on the outside, or we could just snip it out using the scissors. Then just gently shape it, and this I'm just going to allow it to dry completely. Okay. And now for the petal, I'm going to use a even thinner wire, a 26G, because it is like a very small petal. Again, 1/3 of the wire. So when you're going to make wired petals, so the easier way is to start with making a sausage. Okay, so for making a sausage you need a very tiny portion of the gum paste. Okay, and then you have the cutter, and then you measure 3/4 of the cutter like that. Okay, and start from wherever you marked, and then just gently get the gum paste pulled up till the tip. Okay, and then just smooth it out. and the excess that is pointing out from the tip, just remove that out. So you want the tip of the wire to be the tip of the sausage. Now these sausages should not dry out. So if you're going to make as many for the petal, because I'm going to make one of the petal and show, and we need about 7 to 8 petals for the cosmos. Now once you make this, you just need to keep it airtight, put it inside the ziplock and then set it aside. Now I'm just going to pick up and cut out one petal. Now if it is sticky, just dust corn flour and then roll the gum paste out to be quite thin. You're also going to use veiner, but then you don't want the gum paste to be like really thick. Okay. Now use a cutter and then cut it out. So you have the petal. Now I'm just going to place the petal on the veiner. So that's a two-sided veiner. And just place it on one of the side. Here I'm just going to brush water to the length of the sausage and then press the sausage and use the top of the veiner and then press it well. So the impression of the veiner catches that gum paste petal. I'm just going to remove the veiners and then you're going to have the veins transferred onto the petal. Now I'm just going to use ball tool to just thin the edges out. I'm just going to thin out and that's going to remove off the vein. So the first step, the veiners will just attach the wire to the petal, and then after you're thinning it out, just place it back, then press it gently again. So you have the veins come back onto the petal again. Okay, so now this petal is done, and after you have veined and thinned and then you vein back again, you put it on a drying mat like this. It is a sponge, but then you don't want the petals to be lying down flat like that. You want to give movement, so you could just put them on the mat, one petal like this and the other petal could be just drying out, like the petals are outside, and then some could be just drying on randomly here, or then some petals could be just drying on in the center, or just lay them randomly. So you have the petals drying out, and then we're just going to make some more, and then I'm just going to get back to show how to dust this, and then we could tape and put the flower together. So the petal is dried out. I have made some more and I have dusted them as well. Okay, so I'm just going to use that to tape and complete the flower. So I want to show the dusting. I have the yellow petal dust. I'm just going to grab some of it. I'm just going to get this, hold the petal and dust just at the bottom. Okay, so you have dusted the petal as well, and then I'm just going to get the petals here Okay, and then I have the center here as well. You could dust that with a little bit of yellow, dabbing it so it looks like the center is, and the texture also starts to show out once you have it dusted. Okay. So once you have the center, now I'm just going to tape the petals. So I just need a floral tape. Floral tapes are self-adhesive tapes, and they start sticking only after they are being stretched out. Okay, so now I'm just going to start using this floral tape. As you stretch, you can see the color changes from dark green to light green. I'm going to use this at the base of the center. Okay, and I'm just going to pick up one petal and then bend the wire at 90 degrees to the petal like that. Okay, and this I'm just going to place it here at the bottom. Now you don't want too much of the centers back of that protruding out, so we just remove off the excess. Now let me tape it closer to the center. Okay, and then the petal that's been bent, I'm just going to place it here and then tape it around. So each of the petal I'm just going to bend this wire and then tape it around. Bending it so you could overlap either at the bottom. So when you do that, you follow the same overlapping method throughout, and I'm going to bend, keep it next to the petal. Okay, and tape it around. And hold it here in between your index and the thumb finger, and you need to stretch this out, and that is what is going to keep the petals tight, otherwise it's just going to be very loose. Tape it around. So I'm just holding all the wires here at the back, and then the floral tape is holding them together. Have slot for one more petal. So once you have all the petals attached, now the wires are exposed here. Now you use the floral tape, just stretch it, and all the while when you're attaching the petal, you would be holding it straight here and keep turning like that. Now when you're going to cover up the entire set of wires, hold the tape at an angle and hold it between your index and the thumb finger of the other hand, and keep twisting it so you have all the wires covered. And then you have one stem of this flower, and now you have room to adjust. Now if they are not wired flower, then you wouldn't be able to adjust the petals. Now if the petals were stuck to the center, then you will not be able to give a lot of movement, And now because it is wired flower, you can just pull the petals up or just bring them down as you please, depending on how you want to shape the petals to have a complete look of the flower. So there we have a finished Cosmos flower made using gum paste.